In this Suno AI tutorial, we're going to level up our Suno prompts. I'll be sharing professional insights and tips, my 5 pockets of emotion every song made with Suno needs, Suno's secret language, and a new approach to writing professional prompts in any version, free or paid. By the end of the tutorial, you'll have emotion-packed songs and go from this to this, because you'll be thinking like a producer and a songwriter. If you've already been using Suno or if you're brand new, let's dig into the tutorial. Music evokes emotions within split seconds. Let's test that out using the Suno prompt. If it's working the way it should, you'll feel an emotion from the music right away. I know music is subjective, but I didn't feel a thing. And that's because of the way Suno interprets your prompt. It only recognizes patterns from its training. It doesn't understand the actual words, and it certainly can't feel. So it's up to you to tell Suno how to make an emotional, memorable song. So how do you get emotion out of a program that can't feel? Let's dive in. We have to think about our song as a whole, define the details, and put everything into context so it all works together, and explain that to Suno. Start adding details like this. An indie folk song about returning to your hometown, nostalgic and a little sad. We're putting everything into context for Suno. I still think this is a little bland, so let me break down the next step for you. First, we have to focus on the sound. See if the emotion changed from the changes we just added to the prompt. Comparing the two samples, the original has a really clean sound and there's nothing really wrong with it, but it doesn't sound like a human is expressing a feeling. When you listen to the guitar from the new Suno prompt, there's an emotional connection to it. It's a little distant, it's reverberated, it sounds like a memory, and that's more in the style of what the song is going to be about. Now we've gotten through the basics, let's build a professional Suno prompt. This is where we fine-tune the emotion in the sound and the vocal. Acoustic indie folk rather than just indie folk. Slow tempo. We put in production and arrangement considerations by saying things like intimate and warm, layered acoustic guitars, gentle piano, atmospheric synths. That gives a solid idea of the overall sound that you want. And you're thinking like a producer, giving Suno instructions like you would be giving an actor on a stage or a singer in a recording booth. And that brings us to emotional direction in the lyric box. Go ahead and leave a question in the comment section if you have any. Let's keep going. Here's how we fine-tune. I've refined everything in the style box. And then I took elements I wanted to reinforce and I put them in brackets at the top of the lyrics section. I'll add my lyrics where we can start putting the whole emotional package together. We're tying together 5 pockets of emotion. The vocal delivery and the vocal emotion is going to reinforce the emotional choices we make in our lyrics, and that supports the emotional effect of the arrangement, the emotional language in the style box, and the emotions and information we put in the description. First thing we're going to do is define who we're thinking of. What kind of power or vulnerability or other attributes do we want the vocalist to have? So I went ahead and put that in here. That gives the basic template for the song. I thought about every few lines and how I wanted those sung and added instructions in brackets there. This is how you fine-tune each section so everything's working together. Thinking like a producer, what are you trying to say? What's the emotion you're going for? How do you want that vocal sung? How do you want the words pronounced? So I thought about my singer and added this. I put gentle, close-mic'd male vocals, warm and conversational, almost a whisper, okay? And in the chorus, I wanted soaring falsetto vocals, layered harmonies, wide, atmospheric, emotional, right? And it goes on like that, and you'll be able to see it in the prompt. I added one more step, and that was specific pronunciation instructions. For instance, I wanted words in the verse drawn out, And then for backups, I put them in parentheses where I wanted them. So now we've got a description of how that artist sounds. Instrumentation instruction for the introduction. A really clear picture in the style description of the overall track sound. And you've got specific instructions in the verse, chorus, and bridge. So congratulations, you've given Suno the roadmap it needs to give you a pro-sounding song. Let's give it a quick listen.
I passed the house where we first met, a silhouette I can't forget.
Leave a comment if you caught the mistake. I'll have editing and AI lyric videos soon. Share with a friend, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, like the video, and thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.